7 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity station. Glad to have you join us. I am Abdullah Hajia. Heavy floods and mudslide from the mountain of Apo Legislative Quarters Zone E has affected houses and caused damage on infrastructural facilities around the neighborhood. The mudslide resulted from an excavation project on the mountain by an estate developer. Onotu Yakubu brings us situation report from the scene.
This is the genesis of the challenge. The excavation work began earlier in the year by the developer to take topography of allocated land by FCDA to enable them commence development. However, when the rains commenced, this became the reality of residents living in houses at the foot of the mountain.
So how the water is flowing as if we are in a river, right in the house. Is it a common? What about these lookers that you call? They are not doing anything.
Lucas Jonah conducted me round the neighborhood to establish reality and impact assessment of the disaster.
From what Luca told me, there is a drainage system at this very spot where we stand. But the activities of the mudslide from the mountaintop down into the premises, and with this over 5 feet heap of sand that has built up here over the course of the rains, has taken over the entirety and stretch of the drainage that is supposed to receive storm water and flow out from the premises.
In fact, more than 10 times. As you can see, even small rain, well, we have to hire people to be cleaning it, but the road is the company that they are paying. But this one, my garden, they have to be the one to pay.
The developer explained that interference from residents of the neighborhood at the commencement of work prevented them from carrying out remedial and preventive measures before the commencement of rains.
Right now, as I'm talking to you, 2 people are there, workers are there, parking, clearing the road for the residents. And we have pleaded with them to just approach the court. Let's do this. They say no.
For now, relying on a gentleman agreement, a work on a drainage system has commenced to prevent further damages going forward. Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
Away from that and to security, 2 female kidnap victims, 15-year-old Matt Ojadi and 12-year-old Evelyn Chinaza have been rescued and reunited with their family. FCT Police statement indicates that the kidnapped victims were in the wee hours of Sunday forcefully taken from their residence in Guto village of Buari Area Council by unknown gunmen to an unknown location. But through a combined search by the anti-kidnapping operatives of the FCT Police and DSS, they were rescued from the Gauraka forest in Niger State, bordering FCT unhurt. While the victims have since been reunited with their family, the Commissioner of Police FCT, CP Benneth Igwe, reaffirms the command's unflinching commitment to maintaining peace and security in the nation's capital. He also urges the residents to be vigilant and take advantage of the police emergency lines in reporting suspicious activities. A coalition of civil society for good governance in collaboration with Kogi Conscience Liberation Movement has called on the federal government to be resolute in its fight against corruption in the country. The civil society groups who expressed concern over the ongoing trial of the immediate past governor of Kogi State called on relevant agencies of government involved to expedite action to avoid unnecessary delay. They made this known at a press conference organized in Abuja. Ramatu Abdullahi reports.
Coordinator of the Coalition of Civil Society for Good Governance, Comrade Okpanachi Jacob, said Nigerians and Kogi citizens in particular are becoming impatient on the dimensions of the case, emphasizing that it will create negative impression about the ongoing fight against corruption in the country.
While we commend the efforts of economic and financial crime commissions, we still urge them to do more, as great number of people are tending to lose hope in this fight against corruption. Citizens are already filled with doubt on what is actually going on the issue of EFCC and Kogi State former governor.
I equally want to use this opportunity to add by calling on the federal government and the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that the hope of Nigeria on his government is to give the needed support to the people. For you to come to court to defend your case, you have not been accused or convicted. You have to come and explain.
The group is calling on relevant agencies of government involved in the ongoing trial to expedite action. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
The Pioneer District Governor, Rotary International District 9127, Michael Kachi Nwaso Shiri, has outlined his priorities as he pilots the affairs of the district in the next 1 year, which include driving meaningful change, impacting the youth, and empowering the girl child to know her worth. Ifoma Ojinta reports.
To facilitate easier management, administration, and coordination during community outreaches, Rotary International District 9125 was split into 2 districts, 9127 and 9126. The Pioneer District Governor of District 9127 pledges to build upon the achievements of past leaders.
I pledge to listen to all of you, to learn and to lead with integrity, transparency, and inclusivity.
As the Pioneer District Governor committed to harnessing the collective energy and knowledge of fellow Rotarians to drive meaningful leadership, he also identifies priority areas including empowering youth to become better leaders, healthcare development, fostering unity, ensuring transparency in all dealings, as well as supporting all clubs under the district.
The one that touches me so much was the girl child projects. First, I have to start with the one I've already gotten a matching grant for it, and I make sure that it goes all over the district. Reusable sanitary pad for the girl child. We take it up as a serious project this year. We also have to encourage our young girls. They should not be cheap article in the hands of men.
The newly formed District 9127 covers states in northern Nigeria and the FCT. It excluded Kogi, Niger, and Kwara states. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
Abuja Municipal Area Council (AMAC) has commenced the demolition of illegal structures in Karu Market. This is to create easier access to vehicles, particularly emergency responder, into all the sections of the market. Serafina Rokun Umekwe, who has been keeping tab on the recent incident in Karu Market, has an update.
The sound of sledgehammers bringing down illegal structures, which obstructed movement of trucks and water tanks. The demolition exercise, the market management say, will continue until all access roads are reopened for easier movement. Traders were not also left out in the reconstruction work, as some took their time to rebuild makeshift shops selling under umbrellas, while others were seen cleaning up their damaged shops.
The fate of this trader, you can see demolition that is going on to create access roads, because it's lack of road that make this fire the way it's happened like this.
Well, we the traders who are just appealing to the government to see the problem that we are facing at this critical condition of the country.
Those who lost their goods to the fire incident are appealing for aids and capital to restart their businesses. They say they are yet to get proper feedback from the market management on any planned compensation.
Well, we the traders, we are in dire need of help. Some people, this is just their life savings that just went off.
Meanwhile, some traders have picked up the pieces and begun with trading activities, even with the rubbles, a sad reminder of the fire incident.
With the requesting AMAC or minister to give an order to come to repairing our place for ourselves.
My provision, the goods that is there, is more than 4 million. My full store packing is up to 10 million. My packing store, what is there, is roughly 8 million. But I lose everything. If I can get back, I will do it insurance. So it's better for me than to lose like this.
The market management say they are yet to ascertain the cause of the fire outbreak. Commercial activities started today in Karo Market, though it's a bit scanty as the traders are trying to pick up the pieces left. Again, the people are appealing that AMAC should give them allocation of plots of land and building approvals so they can begin construction of their shops. And this is owing to the fact that the contractor handling this building project in the markets, they said since 2010 till date, has not been able to deliver. From Karo Market, Serafina Okon Omekwe, NT News.
Thank you, Serafina. More update expected. Muslim parents have been reminded of the need to raise good and ideal children with the guidance of the Quran and Hadith. Islamic scholars gave the reminder at the grand finale of the Crystal Muslim Organization's 18th International Youth Essay Competition 2024 in Abuja. Yours sincerely covered that event. 4 different distinct topics that connect issues of belief, religion, and the contemporary society were brought forward, and the Peg for the Day's lecture series, where winners who competed in the essay writing competition emerged in the 4 categories, and Islamic scholars enlightened the audience on an ideal Muslim child, the impacts of social media on Muslim youth, holding on to Islam in a morally decadent society, and the effects of drug abuse and other realities in the lives of Muslim youth.
Our youth are into drugs, not only male youth, but even the female youth. Sometimes we find that if, for example, we allow this to continue, at the end of the day, we cannot have a sincere family, a strong family that can think for the betterment of this country. From Islamic perspective, anything that distracts, that destroys and distorts the mind is completely prohibited.
Of course, students in primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions across the country competed for prizes while also sharing knowledge.
I'm fine, I'm happy to give thanks to Allah, my parents, and my wonderful school.
I feel very happy and excited because I have never done it before, and my mom was happy and I was happy too.
The Crystal Muslim Organization, which started in 2006, was commended for championing Islamic propagation while equipping the youth with morals, mentorship, and beneficial knowledge.
I'm here as the proud mother of a daughter who placed 2nd overall best in the 8th category. I think the schools are doing a good job of providing platforms for their students to learn to express themselves, both in writing, research, and then of course reading. You have to read before you research, and so I think that is a noble contribution towards the development of education in the country.
Winners received prizes for coming top in the essay competition. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News. Talking sports now, a while ago, France advanced to the quarterfinal of the Euro 2024 at the expense of Belgium, who have crashed out. For other stories, let's join our sports desk for Sports Brief.
Minister of Sports Development John Eno has issued a call for the Nigeria Football Federation to employ a coach who has pedigree and a track record of success to lead the Super Eagles. The minister underscored the urgency and significance of this appointment, stressing that the chosen coach must not only bring tactical expertise but also possess a deep understanding of African football and its challenges. In a similar vein, the Minister of Sports Development has expressed immense joy and relief on behalf of all sports-loving Nigerians following the clearance of Toby Amusan by the Court of Arbitration for Sports. He stated that the ruling comes as a significant boost to the Nigeria's hopes for the upcoming Paris 2024 Olympics. Nigeria's star hurdler Toby Amusan faced the whereabouts rule violation charge filed by the World Athletics and World Anti-Doping Agency. However, the Court of Arbitration for Sports has dismissed the charges, affirming that Amusan did not violate Rule 2.4 of the World Athletics Anti-Doping Rules. In another development, Nigeria Black Stallions faltered at the African Men's Sevens 2024 tournament, winning one of 3 matches on day 1 of the competition in Mauritius. The Stallions made a bright start by thrashing Madagascar 34-14, but slumped to 25-0 and 24-5 defeat to Kenya and Mauritius in the second and third matches and failed to advance to the quarter-final. With Sports Brief, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
Hajiya.
amma gbaje be shaje wo wona ya bi bada ya dada ba ku shagba dai wa na ba shi ba bada wo mu president wa yuba wani wa gwa na ba je gai ana ba ja si dai inga ma nuwa kwa shi afi be kwa shi afi be ko kuma be pe na galuko babbatu kai apuwa ba ya sapa an ko na po kizi ne nuwa ba da onwi la anya uya na puwa me ko ingechi ai ono to yakubu wada nge anya fu mi ba be pe pe ba ni panyi manuwa kwa wa so ko inu ko ba ji afi na azapuwa me ko la anya uya nga ciyayi daga nuwa zako kucece ala ya a godu a shi a tutubu na bai nuwa yi kwa ba kwa dia ba da wi tige afuwa da ba chayulo she aje godu na ji ko gi a tutushi in kare ji ko municipal gwamnati bibi la ya bai ba afuwa ya in ba mifilo in kare ji ko ga ntu in bagbatu a ya fu miyan serafina economy ko wada in ga municipal ba afuwa ya amato zoko luko abwakonu na mato bashi ba won ntan bednan ntu gana npe avunya nje ko ebe won na gogwo yin amato anawu ateteji da tabami ba lefi eji ko ntu ga zoko tabani gwamnati ba lefi ba shi tutun gwamnati na zoko ekwen na ba shi ba banu ma bele na bi magbaja na ba ku zebe ja da wasu shakwa gife yin wai fina gbada sai su Tare sallama jama'a barkamu da warhaka ga fasarar takaitattun labaran mai karantawa Abdulfatah Adidiro. A dalilin caɓe da ya dingi mulmulowa daga tsaunin Afo da ke shiya ta 5 wato zone A, gidaje da kuma kayayyakin alatu da dama sun salwanta nan kusa da matsugunin 'yan majalisa Abuja. Wannan ya biyo bayan ayyukan tone-tonen da wata kamfani mai samar da gidaje take yi a yunkurinta na mallakar filayenta kamar abinda wakilinmu Onutu Yakubu ya rawaito mana.
Karamar hukumar cikin gida wato amak ta fara kawar da shagunan da suka saba ƙa'ida a kasuwan Karu. Wakiliyarmu Sarfina Okon Omokwai ta roto mana cewar harkar rusau ɗin ya biyo bayan muhimmancin samar da hanyoyin shiga domin kai agajin gaggawa ko da ta kwana ta kowace fuska a kasuwan. Idan dai ba a manta ba, satin da ya wuce ne ibtila'in gobara ya rutsa da kasuwan Karu. Sai dai mu ce Allah ubangiji da karewa kuma ya kiyaye na gaba. Allahumma amin. Takaitattun labaran kenan, jama'a asuba ta gari.
Ekele m gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Nnukwu ide mmiri awakpola ugwu Apo Legislative Quarters ngalaba Zone E ma mebie ụlọ na akụrụngwa dị iche iche na ya bụ ogige. Onye ọrụ anyị n'otu Yakubu wetara akụkọ na ya bụ mkpamkpa kpara dịka ndị ọrụ na-ahụ maka mmepe obodo na-agba mbọ ịhụ na ha gbazere ugwu Zone E iji weta oke ala. Onye ji ọrụ ịgbaze ukwu a kwekwara nkwa na ya ga-eme ike ya ịhụ na ya bụ ọdachi emeghị ọzọ. N'okpuru ọchịchị Amak amalitela ịkwatu ụlọ ndị e wuru n'ogige ebe na-ezighị ezi n'ime ahịa Karu. Onye ọrụ anyị Serafina Okonumekwe wetara akụkọ na ha na-eme nke a iji were mepee ụzọ maka ụgbọala ịbanye na ya bụ ahịa, ọkachasị mgbe ha were ihe mberede dị iche iche. Igbo gere m ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri nke taa. Sonyere anyị n'ihe oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
Ẹ káalẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Ábùjá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Àgbàrá òjò tó nípọn àti àjálù ẹrọ̀fọ̀ láti orí òkè Gegele ní ibùgbé àwọn aṣojú-ṣòfin tó wà ní Apó ní ẹkùn I ti fa kí ọ̀pọ̀ ilégbèé ó lùgbàdì omíyalé àgbàrá ṣọ́ọ̀bù tí ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ohun ìní sì bàjẹ́ kọjá bó ṣe yẹ ní agbègbè náà. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Ọ̀nàtú Yakubu tó ṣe ìrìnkèrindò agbègbè ọ̀hún ṣàlàyé wípé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà wáyé látàrí kòtò kan tí katakata àwọn kọ́ngílá tó ń kọ́lé níbẹ̀ gbẹ́ ní èyí tó dínà mọ́ àgbàrá tó yẹ kó máa lọ sínú ọ̀gbun ńlá tí wọ́n ti fààyè rẹ̀ lẹ̀. Ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Amak ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àbẹ̀wòlulẹ̀ àwọn ilé àti ìsọ̀ tó kò bójúmu nínú ọjà Karu. Èyí ni láti fààyè sílẹ̀ gba lílọ bíbọ̀ àwọn ọkọ̀ pàápàá nígbà ewu pàjáwìrì. Serafina Okonumekwe aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa jábọ̀ wípé ìjàmbá iná tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá ló fa ìnira káràkátà fún àwọn oníṣòwò yìí, ní èyí tí wọ́n ń ṣèrètí ìrànlọ́wọ́ ìjọba kí wọ́n lè padà kẹ́sẹ́ járí lórí ìṣòwò wọn bó ti wù kó rí. Torí ọ̀hún kò ní ju báyìí lọ. Ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láàjí o, ká sùn láyọ̀.